What's up, everyone? Welcome to my Cowboys family, your daily edition of Cowboy News, guys. Let me double check to make sure everything is rolling here, and then we'll get started. Got some interesting updates today on the injury front for our Cowboy team. Oh, all right. Just give me 1 second. Looks like it's good, guys. Hello and welcome. Hello, hello. What's up, Cowboys Abroad? First, I gotta start off with thank you to Cowboys Abroad for a great donation through Patreon. As you can see at the bottom, it's right actually underneath me right now. If you guys want to donate, that's the place to go. But man, thank you so much. The microphone is on the way, guys. We ordered it. We're gonna get our second microphone for fiance, myself. We're gonna be rolling. Love it, man. Thank you so much, Cowboys Abroad. You and DJ. I gotta find his name here. Let me get him for you guys. I definitely needs a shout out as well. Let me see here, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm still trying to make sure this is working. DJ Crown J, thank you as well from the Monday stream. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, Cowboys Abroad, yesterday for the donation. We greatly appreciate it. Second microphone has already been ordered, so thank you. Much appreciated, guys. It's fantastic, and yeah, he is the GOAT. And you know what, Cowboys Abroad, he's not just donating like monetarily; he's also donating with his input and his information. He's very good. He could a lot of things that we actually see on the same page on for the most part. You know, everybody has differences in opinion here and there, but Cowboys Abroad makes some great points. So listen to his stuff too, guys. He's got it on when it comes to the Cowboys. So thank you, Cowboys Abroad, for the monetary donation, but also for your input here daily or nightly, I guess I should say, on our streams. For you, probably early morning. I'm not sure. But thanks again, Cowboys Abroad. Thank you, and thank you, DJ. And I have to get back on here. Let me just say DJ Crown J for sure. Thank you both. Ice H2O, what's up? Cowboys 42, what's up? How you doing? Shout out. Assad Lalani, what's up, man? We seriously need this win for sure against Green Bay, guys. I'm already done with the Rams. We're not even going to talk about the Rams game. That's enough. I already spoke too much about the Rams. That's it. Stop. Okay. Guys, of course, as usual, if you're on here watching this, hit like, the thumbs up button. Make sure you guys hit subscribe for basically we do daily Cowboy updates. Every time we have a game, the Dallas Cowboys, we do live reaction with myself, my fiance, and our children. Guys, we rock it out. We love it. Yep, that's what I was going to talk about. Space Cowboy, what's up? That's exactly. I'm going to hit on that one. I guess we'll start off with that, guys. Charles Tapper, he broke his foot today in practice. All right, 10 to 12 weeks. 10 to 12 weeks. He's going to be gone. He's done for sure for 10 to 12 weeks. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's going on here, guys. He's gonna have surgery to repair his broken right foot. I think it's the 5th metatarsal. He's looking at least 10 weeks, probably more like 11 or 12. And again, he could come back in time for the end of the season. But guys, he's been inactive for the past 2 weeks. He was active for the first week against the Giants. He got a sack against Eli, and then he was inactive pretty much since then, I think, or at least since game 3 and 4 against the Cardinals and this past week. So I don't know I think we should just put him on IR, honestly, and end him for the season. Kind of what Space Cowboys said. That's kind of what I was going to talk about. Obviously, this opens up immediately a spot for Irving, and just so you guys know, we haven't dropped anyone yet, which is a good thing because we don't have to do anything, even though Irving's back in the building, back at practice. Irving, we don't have to drop anybody until Saturday at the latest. So as of right now, we don't have to make any moves till Saturday, but it looks pretty sure that we're keeping everybody back on the roster. Brian Price, I'm sorry, Benny Benwickery, or any of the other bubble guys. Even Tapper might have been one of them. Now he's on IR. I'm going to say he's going to be on IR probably the whole season. After 8 weeks, they'll reevaluate him, but there's not going to be a real need for him, I don't think, mainly because it's just we're already going to be almost through the season, going to be over already, and I don't know if we've already had him inactive so often that the coaches are still needing more to see more from him, and it's a shame because he's the second year. Last year was injured, this year's injured. It's too bad that again, it's cut short again, and kind of like Chaz Green. I just hope it's not a continuous issue with Tapper. So I mean, it could be a blow in the sense that we could have had Taco on the inactive inactive roster and having Tapper back on the active roster. I think the Cowboys were going to head that way. Now we have to keep Taco on, so it's time to work him. We're going to have to work him a lot. Let's see here. Cowboys Abroad, thank you, man. We love you. All right, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. And, man, it's just all you guys, even just everybody else as well, guys. Just you guys watch the ads. That gets us some donation through the ad service here. So thank you for that. If you guys do sit through the ads or click on the ads, we appreciate it. Thank you again to all you guys. And of course, guys, aside from the monetary thing, we're not doing that for that reason. That just helps the channel grow, get better backgrounds, get better microphones, videos, whatever, cameras, whatever it may be. So thank you guys. We appreciate every single one of you guys. So thank you all to our subscribers, to my Cowboys family. Thank you. So guys, yeah, so no call until Saturday on David Irving's roster move, but obviously it looks like there's no reason why we're going to put him at least on the 8 weeks. We could reassess him and reevaluate him at that point. So he's going to go on IR. It's going to open up the spot for Irving. So we're not going to have to cut anybody. Now, of course, everyone wants to know about Sean Lee, guys. Sean Lee. So this is what Jason Garrett said. He said he feels that basically Sean Lee said that he's feeling better than last week. That's a good sign. I hope so. It's been a week later, so he should be feeling better. He still was going to be out there. They said if he does come out there, he's going to probably be limited. In the morning, Jason Garrett said he also thought that Anthony Hitchens would be limited, and he did anticipate Chaz Green practicing today. And I'm going to get to you as the day rolls on here. Basically, what ended up happening is actually 2 out of those 3 worked out. But let's also talk about Chido. All right, Garrett also anticipated that Chido and Nolan Carroll too, guys, are going to be at practice today. We don't know what their the depth of their practice, I guess you could say, or how much they were going to be involved in that practice, if it was going to be full, limited, or whatnot. But at least that's good to see that we hear those names coming back. Everyone's kind of getting back, getting healthy. We're getting healthier. So, guys, at practice now, we're going fast forwarding to practice. Sean Lee was at practice, but he was on the sidelines, guys. He was just basically rehabbing. He was working on resistance cords, okay? So he definitely was out, if you want to call it that, of the actual practice. He was basically just rehabbing. Stephen Paya also, guys, was out again managing his knee issue, as we know, which is fine as long as he plays and gets in there. He's done a couple good things. I still expect more from him, Stephen Paya, and I think we'll see it. But I don't think he's 100%. He can't play the whole game. That's why we see Brian Price come in. That's why we're going to see David Irving coming in. So get ready to see a mix-up there, guys, when Paya has to come out. So yeah, just so you know, guys, those are the only guys that really were qualified as being out of practice: Stephen Paya and Sean Lee. And this is the exact quote on Lee, what Jason Garrett said. If he does anything, it will be in a limited mode. And by limited, he means like rehab, okay, not practice. So that is exactly what happened with Sean Lee today, which, again, if you want me to get my opinion, not good news to see him out there this weekend against the Green Bay Packers. He's beyond limited. He's out of practice. He's just working to get that feel good in that hamstring. So we're hoping, guys, to see Lee back out there this weekend. We need him out there, or else you can pretty much, I don't want to say kiss it goodbye, but it's going to be really tough to beat the Packers without Sean Lee, guys. So now, as the practice report and as the practice ended and the reports kind of came out, as you know, Charles Tapper all of a sudden appeared on it, and so was Tyron Smith, guys. Tapper was on there for his foot, which at the time was not known 100%. It was broken, but as obviously we know it's broken. He's out 10 to 12 weeks, Charles Tapper. And Tyron Smith was also on the list back, it said. Now, I'll give you some details on him. As far as the Packers, guys, Devontae Adams, Ty Montgomery, Balaga were on there. They were all on limited for the Green Bay Packers, but I don't think Montgomery's going to play with his broken. I think I'm good. All right, guys. I lost connection for a second. I hope you guys didn't lose me. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. And I'm definitely going to go through your questions in a minuto. Just let me, I know you hate ads. I appreciate Zero God, man. We appreciate it. We all do. My fiance, the kids, and again, the channel. Cowboy Nation, guys. We do. And again, that's the easiest way. But you're more than welcome to donate if you'd like. We'd appreciate that. You can skip the ads. Making a joke, guys. We appreciate you guys and whatever you bring to the channel. It's all good, guys. As long as you keep it family friendly, we're rocking and rolling. Tyron Smith, guys, he was limited Wednesday's practice with back tightness. All right, he missed some time in training camp with the same issue, guys. If you remember, the similar tightness that he missed in training camp, he only played in one preseason game, if I recall. So you know, it's not serious, guys. It's not, and it's thankfully it's not related to the issues that caused him to miss 2 games last year. It was a back issue last year, but it was a little bit different than the tightness. It was a more of a I guess bruising, I guess you could say soreness. It wasn't just tightness. This is just a precautionary thing, I think, with Tyron Smith. But he was limited at practice today, guys, which, you know, we don't want to see that. But I think he'll be all right for the game time as of right now, as things stand right now. Of course, like I said, Sean Lee with his hamstring was out. Stephen Pyatt with his knee was just being managed. He was out. Hitchens, guys, with his knee, he went through his first full practice this season, guys, after that injury against the Raiders in preseason. That's fantastic news. And what I'm seeing here from him, and I'm gonna read this to you guys here in a second here, but Chido Awuzie, Nolan Carroll, La'el Collins was on there with his ankle, but he was as well on this list. So was Zeke with his chest. He had a chest injury, I guess. He was out there full practice. Kevon Frazier with his knee, and Chaz Green with his hip, and Anthony Hitchens with his knee, guys. These 7 guys I just named, they were all full at practice. Even though they have injuries and they're a little banged up, full practice, guys. Great sign. And I'm going to focus on Chido. I'm going to focus on, you know, the more major ones. We know Zeke and La'el Collins, they're going to be playing. So is Kevon Frazier. Nolan Carroll's back, so that's a good sign, at least for depth, I believe, and for depth on our corner, our defensive backfield. And then we have, you know, Chaz Green out there, which again we want to see Jonathan Cooper get some reps. I think he'll be better prepared, but I think Chaz Green is the overall better guy right now, at least from what we've seen. And Hitchens, guys, Hitchens out there full practice. That's great news. I guess a bold prediction. I don't know if I think it's kind of bold to say this. I mean, the way Jalen Smith came back from his injury, the way Hitchens is producing, you know, coming back on his knee injury, it looked like he was out for the year for a second there. I'm just surprised that he's back and he's full blast. So, guys, you might see Hitchens, a good chance to see Hitchens out there this weekend. Just to finish up the list, as I said already, guys, Tyron Smith was limited. Charles Tapper was limited because he was there for probably most of the practice and got hurt with his foot, and then he was on crutches. He's done, guys. So, you know, he's limited, but tomorrow he'll be out. So, officially, by the time this came out, he was you know, not yet fully evaluated. And Tyron Smith with his back was limited, and of course Stephen Pyatt with his knee, and Sean Lee with his hammy. We need that magical hammy back in the field there, guys. And again, guys, as I said, Zeke was on there, and La'el Collins, Zeke for his chest and La'el Collins for his ankle. They both showed up. They were both full participants, just like the other guys I mentioned, Hitchens and Chido Awuzie, Nolan Carroll, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So great news on that front, guys, injury front. I feel it's good news. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're new. Thank you all for being part of my Cowboys family. Let's rock and roll some of these questions, guys. Let me check this out. Let me go back here. Let's see. Ice H2O. I hope you guys are still on here. Sean Lee, get well, exactly. Play Hitchens, Ice 2-0. I think that's what's gonna happen. I agree with Space Cowboy about IR. Awesome, man. I'm gonna check that out, Space Cowboys. Guys, check out Space Cowboys stream too. He's gonna do a pregame analysis on Friday. We're gonna try to do something like that here too. When it comes to the Green Bay Packers side, I'm trying to find some Packer fans out there. If you're out there, let me know. Hit me up, guys. Ice H2L says Sean McVay has the Cowboys number. And again, and someone made a point about the fact that we have, you know, they have such young guys, like a new breed of coaching, and you know, it's too bad that we don't have these, you know, we have this Marinelli, Lenahan, Garrett old school way of thinking. I think it is true on that front. Yeah, I know. Witten's the GOAT, and so are you, Cowboys, bro. Thank you, man. I know, but Witten's got to get better blocking. I do agree with Ice H2O on that. Definitely have to get better blocking. Asalalani, put who on IR? I think they said Charles Tapper. Zero God, I'm CEO on here. Let me see. I think we should put. So Cowboys Abroad says I think we should put Jordan Lewis on Jordy Nelson, and I like that. I like that idea. I'm not gonna say he's ready 100%, but I do think he'd be a good matchup for him. I think he'd also be good on Cobb too, guys. Cobb or even Devontae. I think he could cover all three of them, honestly speaking. But we're going to have Skandrick out there. I think he's a little too slow to cover Jordy. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens. It'll be interesting to see what the Cowboys are doing. We're going to break that down later on in the week for sure. And now Ice H2O, again, good point. You know, you could have paid Leary $30 million. I mean, that's expensive. But at the same time, guys, that's where one of our big issues are occurring right now so far in the season. there and at safety, I think, and especially Jeff Heath's spot where we lost Barry Church. Manuel Corona, how you doing, man? Checking in from Vegas, man. I'm glad you guys are safe. Thank goodness you guys are safe, guys. Oh, man. Yes, and I actually that night, that Monday morning / Sunday night, depending on what coast you're on or where you are on the time zones, I mean, I remember I was doing my little rant, and it's so unimportant when you think about it. But yeah, that thing that happened in Vegas, man, that was happening as I was doing that video, and as it was coming to an end. Towards the end of that video, I do make a mention. At the time, there's only 2 people that were supposedly injured. It was crazy because I woke up the next morning and was like, wow, what just happened? So I'm just glad that your family is safe, man. Thank goodness for that, and stay safe, man. You and your family stay safe. Everybody on here, please. Cowboys 42 says that the Cowboys need to come out blitzing Green Bay right off the bat. I do agree we need to put pressure on Rodgers. That's the key to this game. I mean, stopping the run, we better damn stop this run against with them already being hurt. Probably no Ty Montgomery. I think Jamal Williams is his name. He's also nicked up. His knees hurt. They don't have anybody 100% out there. We should be stopping the run with no problem. And then we got them back to one-dimensional, which is what they like to do. The Packers like to be one-dimensional. So Packers one-dimensional out there in the field. We know they're going to pass. It's 3rd and 12. Attack. I agree. Attack. And guys, last year, though, I will say this. A lot of times the Cowboys play the Deacon defense, which is the 3-4 with Durant as the 4th linebacker, as the floater. He would float back into the middle zone for it would take about 2-3 seconds, and then he'd charge through one of the lanes where he saw Rodgers kind of tickering out of or going into. He would go and fill that lane and then cause Rodgers to have to throw the ball fast, but he would never really get out of that pocket. And if you watch the video, again, I keep saying this, guys, watch the video from last year, Game 6 against the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay, where we had David Irvin's, basically his breakout game, his second-best game of his career, I would say. Again, and he did it against Aaron Rodgers. Guys, we have him back this week, David Irving. It's going to be fun to see what happens. I think that, our defensive backfield is actually, I think, overall, and for the long run, it's better than last year's. I do think that. I truly think that. I just think we need to continue to apply pressure, mainly with DeMarcus Lawrence. Now we got Irving back. Hopefully we get Sean Lee back, and I think we're going to be in business, guys. Trust me. I think we game plan differently for every team, and I think Green Bay is a team that we match up better with them. Their defense is similar to our defense. I hope the offense can wake up. I hope Linehan can make some play calling that's somewhat decent, somewhat original, but also mix it up, but gotta concentrate on the run, guys. That's what it's about. That's how you win and lose games. That's what we did last year. We ran, we won. And the stats don't lie when it comes to that, guys. We're 12-3 right now when we run over 20 times with Zeke. He ran 21 last game, but then we stopped running the ball with Zeke. And then we ended up losing, as you saw in the second half of that game, and blew the game to smithereens. So let's see here. Yeah, I agree with Cowboys Abroad. That's $30 million for 1 year is way too much. I don't know how many years we were talking, but I agree with Cowboys Abroad on that one. 6-0 God says Rico is a beast in preseason. We do need him back. It'd be nice to get him back. And again, guys, after week 8, look forward to Rico coming back. But who do we cut? He's got to be. I haven't heard anything on Rico Gather's concussion issues. I just hope he's okay, and hopefully he'll be back with us, healthy and ready to roll by week 9. We shall see, guys. Cowboys Abroad says Rodgers 42. Cowboys 42 says Rodgers goes deep when team blitzes. Can AB and Skandrick hold up? Yeah, and that's why I said let's use that Deacon defense. That worked well against the Packers last year, week 6. Worked against the playoffs after we kind of evened it. But we have to get a little more pressure than we did last year in the playoffs. That's the one difference I think we need to do, guys. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Cowboys Abroad for sure, guys. You guys go back and I still have it posted. You guys can watch the Oakland game when Hitchens going out in the middle of that game right before halftime. Oh man, I was freaking out to the point where I felt like someone killed my cat. It's like it was just bad. And again, thank goodness that he was back okay. It wasn't for him and of course for the Cowboy fans, Cowboy team, the whole 9 yards. He's a big part, a big cog in the wheel in the Cowboys defense, and I think he's almost as important as Sean Lee, guys. So, but we need both of them out there really to rock and roll. I think. Juan Rubalcaba, we need to spend those $30 million to get Rod some. I agree. I do. We need to get some. We can't play prevent. We can't play back 10, 15 yards, Juan. And you're right, 100% right about that. Marinelli seems to go to. That's his go-to, or at least defensive backs coach. I don't know what kind of calls are these, but it just seems silly to play 10 yards off, and then they pass for 3, 4, 5, or 6 easy yards without any kind of contesting. We gotta get out of that crap. Zero God, thank you, man. If you do donate and you can, that's fantastic, guys. And if you can't, watch the videos, watch the ads. and that helps us too. Hit the thumbs up, the like on the YouTube here, and if you're new, guys, subscribe. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for joining the family. To be more specific, my Cowboys family. Let me see here, guys. Ooh, let's see here. Hold on a second, guys. 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back, guys. I lost my connection on my phone here for a second. Packers running game doesn't scare me. I agree. Cowboys abroad. We need to be unpredictable on defense. And Space Cowboy makes a great point by just switching things up and maybe blitzing here and there, bringing this. Skandrick's coming in from the outside once in a while. They're watching for that. But bring somebody else and bring Xavier Woods. Maybe surprise him with Chido Awuzie. I'm not sure. But he's a bigger guy, can maybe get through running back, blocking him. These are some ideas. I like it. Bring in Jalen Smith, but Jalen Smith, Sean Lee. I say don't blitz Sean Lee. I didn't like blitzing Sean Lee against the Cardinals. He was just stopped every time, pretty much. Cowboys. Let me see here. So Cowboys 42 says Woods and Frazier safety, Jones, Brown, Lewis at corner. So you want Byron Jones, Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis at corner, and that's not a bad deal there. I know Jones can do both. I don't like Frazier as much. I still think he's a richer man's Jeff Heath. I need to see more from him. He does not tackle well, Frazier. Even though on special teams he does really, really well. And so does. It's funny how him and Heath both do well on special teams, but at safety they haven't seemed to really done much, to be honest with you guys. Woods, though, I agree. The Woods needs to be out there, and Byron Jones at worst. Both of them out there, guys. I think it's an upgrade. I think we need to get rid of Jeff Heath. And again, I know. That's the thing I was worried about, seeing Nolan Carroll back, Cowboys abroad. He's going to be out there. If the Cowboy coaches harp on him being out there, it's going to hurt us. That's going to make it less time for Jordan Lewis on the field, less time for Xavier Woods on the field if they have Heath still starting at the other safety spot along with Jones. So, yeah, it scares me a little bit there. I see Space Cowboy has a couple of Lewis, cornerback, Lewis, Awuzie, Brown. And those, and Skandrick thrown in there too, guys. And he could probably cover, tight ends maybe. I hope he could do something, but I don't see him in Carroll for depth, safety, Jones, and Woods. Again, I like what you guys are saying, man. I do like what you guys are saying. I see a lot of people about the same ideas. That's interesting. Let's see here, guys. Juan says Jalen needs to sit till he gets healthy. I think he's gonna be. I think what you're gonna see this week, guys, with Anthony Hitchens hopefully back, you're gonna see Hitchens playing first down. Second down, probably Hitchens as well. Occasional third downs and occasional switching when we're doing like a 4-2, meaning 4 front linemen and then 2 linebackers in a passing situation. You might see Jalen Smith in there, but I think you're gonna see less of Jalen Smith. And what Jerry Jones, the owner, said on the radio yesterday was that the probability was that Jalen Smith was not going to lose many snaps. It was going to be, but whatever he lost, it'd be made up in quality snaps. Whatever that means, we shall see. But I think it's more of a matchup situation. I think if you see a matchup and you want to put Jalen Smith in there, I say stick him in there, guys, for sure. If you're not really sure, I say stick with Hitchens, guys. Hitchens, he's a major player in our linebacking core and our defense, guys. Keep that in mind. I'm not losing confidence in Brown yet. And Anthony Brown, Cowboys abroad. When our defense breaks down the front line, look for any corner can get beat. And if you give the quarterback enough time, even average ones, and I still think he's average, like a Jared Goff. Blown coverages, blown schemes, stuff like that with Jalen Smith and Damian Wilson don't cover Gurley up close. Kind of let him go into the middle of the field, and then Jeff Heath just blows the tackle completely. I mean, he just ducks it. That kind of stuff, guys. That's AB is trying to make up. It's also a patchwork situation for him, and I think Sean Lee would help Anthony Brown. I think that Irving is going to help Anthony Brown. So keep that in mind. I think Anthony Brown is very good. I like him better than Skandrick, honestly, overall, and I like Jordan Lewis as well over Skandrick overall. But as far as the timing of when he's going to be able to play and not, I still think the Cowboys. I'm just going with. I think the Cowboys are going to do it. They're going to keep their old schoolers in there, so you're going to see Skandrick and Nolan Carroll, and at least starting the game. And maybe as the game goes on, you're going to see more of Lewis, more of Xavier Woods out there, less of Jeff Heath, and less of Nolan Carroll, and maybe maybe a little less of Orlando Skandrick too. Maybe we'll see, guys. What's up, Junior? How you doing, man? Nice to see you on here. Thank you. Let's Let's see here. Off topic. Notice I know things weren't wearing the usual October pink. Yeah, that's a good. That's a great point. Cowboys abroad. They didn't do that yet. I wonder if they're going to start it. Yeah, actually, it was October 1st. So yeah, great point. That's a good thing. I didn't notice that this year. Maybe they did cut ties with the program. Maybe the program cut ties with them. Not sure. What's up, Eagle fan? How you doing? Green Bay by 28. Let's make a bet. I don't bet, but nah, I'm not gonna bet. I jinxes the Cowboys. But yeah, no way Green Bay wins by 28. No way. T, what's up, man? No problem, man. Enjoy your game, man. You got the new PlayStation 4 now. We're gonna rock and roll. Make sure you send me a friend request down there. Purple_football7. Let's see here, guys. Yeah, so Blitz, Jeff Heath, and Scandrick. I mean, those are the bigger guys. You want to make more of an impact when it comes to to putting pressure on the quarterback, quicker, faster guys. Those are the two guys you do want to blitz. They're bigger. They can hit harder. But again, do you want to really blitz so much that Aaron Rodgers is going to pick you apart? And that's what scares me when you blitz. Wolf Ryder, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you on here. Cowboys, enjoy your trip tomorrow. Cowboys 42. Cowboys need to do some old Emmett delay runs. And, 42, Cowboys 42, you said that last time. You were right, 100% right. They kind of went away from that. Last year they did use that a little more often, as far as I remember. A little more delays with tight ends coming across and blocking out and opening the hole for it. Not just for the hole, but also for like the guys coming around, the blitzers, linebackers coming around the outside part of the hole. We'd send a linebacker to clean that up. This year, we're not doing delays. They're missing blocks. They're not sticking them. All the tight ends. And the most surprising one is Witten, guys. We got to see more from him, shoring up his blocks for sure. His receiving, he's Witten. It just is a matter of Dak finding him. And unfortunately, Dak did miss him once this past game. Him and Zeke were both open. And he went with Dez, and it was a bad decision by Dak on that one. Yeah, I know. 3459 King, how you doing, man? It was a terrible loss this weekend. If you can see how upset we were about it with our live stream reaction, game day reaction. We do those every weekend, guys, for our Cowboys. We're doing one this weekend. Get ready. It's an evening game, or I guess you could say an afternoon game. Here on the East Coast, it's a 4:30 game, basically. So we'll be on a little before that. So make sure you guys come back here and join us for that. That's going to be hopefully fun. More fun than last week. Let me rephrase that. More fun than last week in the second half. Because that's really when it got depressing. So in Cowboys Broad saying that you think we should switch Awuzie to safety and Jones to corner. I mean, I'm not saying that necessarily. I'm not saying that it's not a bad idea, though. I know Byron Jones did play a lot of corner in his rookie year, and they moved him over to safety. I don't know how good Awuzie is going to be at safety. I know he knows all these positions. I mean, he's done all these: safety, corner, even linebacker, and some dime packages. So, do you still give him time? I think so. I mean, how would you like to have Xavier Woods, and Awuzie, our rookie safety backfield? That seems a little bit crazy, but maybe that's what we need right now. I don't know. Maybe push the envelope, guys. I do not know. That's a great question, though. And for everybody out there watching, guys, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna take some questions now, guys, or any more comments and such. I mean, that's kind of all the news for the day. There was our first practice back. Sean Lee was basically out. So was Stephen Paya. Unfortunately, Sean Lee was not at practice, which is depressing because we really need him back this week, and I believe it's a very important piece to our defensive puzzle. Hitchens, though, was full back at practice. Chido Awuzie was fully back at practice. That's great news of those two guys. And I got to sneak in there. Nolan Carroll was also back at practice. Like some of the people made mentions on here already, it's almost more hurtful. Like Cowboys Abroad, I think, made the mention that it hurts us more than helps us in a way. But I just wish if the Cowboys could just move Nolan Carroll to our fourth or fifth defensive back, that'd be so much more comforting, I think. And if there's an injury, then we got to throw him in there. But, man, let's just get him as our fifth guy, I think Ben Wickery, if all these guys come back strong and have another week or two, I think Ben Wickery is the next one out. I think Brian Price, he might still make it because we got rid of Cedric Thornton. Even though Irving's back, even though Tyrone Crawford plays that position too, the defensive line spot at times, I don't think that and I also don't think that Stephen Paya can really handle the 3-4 situation. He's out of that play. I think you put David Irving in that middle right there on the nose guard, over the center. I think that's going to help us a lot, break up the pocket with a 3-man rush in our linebacker that's hovering to pick the lane, which spot Aaron Rodgers is going to run to. So I think you had DeMarcus Lawrence on one side, Irving in the middle, and you have I mean, you could pick from anybody, guys. I personally don't. I'm not a big fan of Tyron Crawford, but you know it's gonna be a rotation, so you're gonna see Crawford in there. You're gonna see Benson Mayowa, who has one of the more pressures and more times he got to the quarterback than you guys even realize out there. I have a little. I like what I see from Mayowa, especially last year's 6.5 sacks. I mean, he definitely got better as the year went on. I think now that we have Irving back, it's going to open up things for Mayowa and or Tyron Crawford. This is where Crawford has to make his mark now. This is his last shot. Because, I mean, he's supposed to be this big guy that is getting paid a ton load of money, and he still can't break through, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about Tyron Crawford, because I don't think he's going to cut it. I think Mayowa is a better deal for the money than Tyron Crawford as of right now. So unless Tyron Crawford can show me what DeMarcus Lawrence did the first 3 weeks of the season, I'm saying thumbs down on Crawford. But we got Irving in the middle. We can move Irving in and out wherever we want. But you see Malik Collins moved out from when we have a 4-3 front, our base defense. You're going to have Malik Collins. You're going to have Stephen Paya out in the front. And I think the both will be probably starting. If anything, you'll see Stephen Paya go with his knee issues. He's going to go in and out of the game throughout. You might see Irving coming in on that spot as well. And you might even see Irving doing some defensive end work to maybe spell someone like DeMarcus Lawrence. Spell, Taco might come in and play a little bit. He's our last guy on the list right now as far as defensive ends are concerned. So I just wanted to kind of break down the defensive front line, and that is where we get better at covering, is if those guys can come through and get some pressure on the quarterback, on Aaron Rodgers, along with our linebackers. And if we run the Deacon defense with 52 Justin Durant, or whoever's out there, if it's 54 Jalen Smith, then Jalen Smith's got to do that job right. I know Durant, I trust him. I don't know if Jalen Smith can do it. He has more ability, more agility, and more skill, pure skill, natural skill. But does he have the brain for it? Like Durant seems to have more when it comes to running that Deacon defense. So that's a big defensive matchup that it's going to be important for us to get enough stops on them. They're going to score points. We know they are. The Packers and Aaron Rodgers are going to put up points, but it's about stopping them. Turnovers would be great. I would love turnovers. I don't want to jump the gun and say we need turnovers. Obviously, we do. Will we get any? Rodgers makes a mistake or two. We need to put pressure on him, guys, and that's where it comes from. And that pressure, if we can get him a little rattled, he might throw a pick. He might maybe get a sack fumble. But the point is, we need pressure so that he's constantly jumping around in the pocket, and he starts making bad passes or bad decisions in the sense of not interceptions, but just throwing them away, throwing them into the ground in some situation where he has nobody open, and yet the pressure's on him. And that's where it's going to help our cover guys. And that goes to all these guys, whether you're a veteran like Orlando Scandrick or a rookie like Jordan Lewis. I think that either way, that pressure is going to make our defense look better as a whole. So that's a big key to in this game as far as I see it when it comes to our defense versus their offense. That pressure, guys. The coverage is going to blow someplace. Let's face it. But the defensive pressure has to be more consistent than not. And it was not like that last game, and it needs to get back to that point where they were like that the first three. Let me run through this, guys, real quick here. I see a bunch of new stuff here. Eagle fan, unlike us here, you gamble a little bit. You're willing to bet nobody beats the Cowboys by 28 again. Yeah, I know those damn Broncos, but hey, that's between you guys, man. I've bet before on the Cowboys. I'm talking about like 10, 15 years ago, and they just kept losing I haven't won a bet yet when I've made an actual monetary bet on the Cowboys. So I will not do that ever again. I've learned my lesson, guys. I know it's silly, and it doesn't even have a connection, but it's a known silly, superstition. So let's see here. Junior says the best thing to do with Roger is with Roger. What do you mean, Aaron? Rodgers, okay, is to pressure him, keep him in the pocket mostly, exactly, and that's why we do the Deacon defense, Junior. The defense is it kind of, if you look at it, is three guys, a three-man front. So you're going in the nose guard, which will be probably Irving, and then two ends, right, or tackles, whatever you want to call them, but they're going to try to spread the pocket open, and then you send Durant. He's going to be in the linebacker area. Let's just use Durant because he's the one that usually is doing it. He'll drop back to the middle of the field a little bit to the pocket in the middle for that quick pass by Rodgers. He likes to throw that quick slant underneath. So that's why you drop Durant back into that little middle zone area, close slant zone area where they throw slants, and then that you do that for about 3 seconds. You see if you watch the replays of those games, you see Rodgers go back. He looks, he kind of hesitates. He looks to his other guys. At that point, you switch. You got to kind of see both these things happening at the same time. As soon as Rodgers looks in the middle and sees that his options are taken, his assumed option of going underneath, and Durant popping out into that little middle zone. As soon as he does that, you see Rodgers look deep. Now he's looking at his other options, his other reads. At that moment, Durant starts going up like a missile. That missile play, he goes into the part of the pocket that's opening up / where Rodgers could run out of. And then Rodgers usually gets more time when he gets out of the pocket, and that's where we had Durant last year in the first game, week 6, where Durant would just clog it up, and then Rodgers had to throw the ball and throw it out of bounds, and throw it incomplete, make bad decisions. Missed his guy. His guy might have been open, but he missed him because he was pressured. So, again, guys, think about all these things. And if you do get a chance, watch any old video, last year's the week 6 game, and you look what our defense did in the second half, mainly with Durant and our three-man front defense, with Durant as our linebacker who's blitzing a late blitz to cover the middle zone, to take that first initial step out of Rodgers' mind to go short quick. And then has to look deep. While he's looking deep, and then we have 6 guys covering, Durant's coming in. That's the key to beating him, to at least giving him trouble. And it worked in the playoffs too, except that we were jumped on from the start. And so we didn't have a chance to really establish that throughout the game like we did in the regular season game last year. So just throwing that out there, guys. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. I do want to – I got to give a big shout-out, a huge shout-out to DJ Crown J since he's on here live. Thank you so much, DJ Crown J, thank you for your donation the other day. It really helped us a lot. And also Cowboys Abroad also did a huge donation too. Thank you both guys for doing what you did. We appreciate it. Myself, my fiance, we were in shock. We love that you guys are helping us, not just with your input and your feedback in these chats and your Cowboy knowledge and your NFL knowledge, but also monetarily, and we appreciate that, guys, so much. And all you guys in here watching the ads, we appreciate you guys too. Thank you all. But DJ Crown J, thank you for your donation. Cowboys Abroad, thank you for your donation. And if we ever get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have that little donation button on there. And again, guys, if you guys help us out, it's going to just make this channel grow, get better. We're going to have better backgrounds than this right now. Although, you can't beat the star. You can never beat the Cowboy star, man. It's top of the 9. But thank you, guys. Thank you all. And if anybody, if ESPN out there, and he might not send the mic. I don't know. He said he was going to send another mic to us. Anything you guys donate, fantastic. Thank you, pre-thank you, and post-thank you when it gets here. So thank you all. What's up, Purple Gaming? Little one, what's up? Stronger King Log, what's up, brother? How you doing, Seattle fan? Chase Benavides, what's up, man? How you doing, Chase? Cody Johnson, what's up, man? I like all these people on here. If you guys are on here watching this stream, I just gave up all the information about all the injuries in the Cowboys. If you missed it, you might want to go back, rewind, or rewatch all the information about Sean Lee, Chaz Green, Anthony Hitchens, and of course Charles Tapper, who is going to probably be out for the year. Basically, in my book, he's out for the year. I don't think there's a need to bring him back, but if there is, we'll have to cut somebody at the time. So let's see here, guys. Now Cody says, "Boy, you like to see the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl?" Of course, I would love to see the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. All the Cowboy fans here would love to see the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. But being realistic, I don't see that happening as of right now. Not as of right now. A quarter of the season passed. There's no need to jump the gun. But as of right now, I'm not loving what I'm seeing. And we're being real here on the Cowboys, my Cowboys family channel. We try to be as non-biased as possible. And listen, I try to give it to you guys as straightforward as possible. Sometimes I do get this, in game days too. I'm like, oh, I'm crazy about the Cowboys and do this, do that. That's spur of the moment stuff. But when you really look back at things, you kind of run through it in your head, and then you watch it again on TV, you rewatch it, you can really see where we blew the game. And again, I'm always going to go back to the coaching issues. In the third quarter is where we gave the game away. Fourth quarter, we were playing catch up. It was too late. Can't do that. Once they already broke us, it was too late. And hopefully we won't see that this weekend, guys. I think for some reason we bounced back well against these good teams. It is at home, which I know it worries me more than not, but I'd rather be playing in Dallas than the cold of the tundra. But it's not even that cold right now. Like last year, week 6, it wasn't bad. It was nice. Good weather for some football up there in Green Bay. And now they're going to be in Big D and we're going to just be relaxing. I hope not. Because that's what happens when the Cowboys at home. It just seems that they get a little too relaxed. If you guys go to the game and you guys live in Dallas, please, when you go to AT&T Stadium this weekend, make some noise. All right, get everybody around you. Make some noise. We need it. Let's see here. Joe Martinez, what's up? How about them Cowboys? What's up? Always. AF 1892. Good year, by the way. Dude, I have to pack for my flight to Dallas early ass in the morning, but what is up with General Lee? I know, man. I know. Hey, listen, Sean Lee, his hamstring, I'm going to say it again, guys. His hammy, unfortunately, is still tight, still not there yet, still aggravated from his tweak that he had the other day, the other week against the Cardinals, right at the end of the last drive. Can you believe it happened in the last drive, basically in the last 2 minutes of the game or so? So yes, he's still out. He was on the side. Him and Stephen Paya were out of practice today. But Stephen Paya's knee, it's a managing thing. We know the deal with him. The Sean Lee issue was he was out, but he was at the practice, but he was not at practice. If you know what I mean, he was working rehabbing on the sideline with resistance cords, that kind of thing. So he's getting closer and closer, but he's not there yet. He hasn't been on the practice field yet since last week. The good side of things, Chido Awuzie was on the field for the first time, full practice. Nolan Carroll, which again, I say for depth, he was at practice from his concussion, so at least he's healthy in that sense. And then we had, all the other guys like Kevin Frazier and even Zeke was on the list, and Lel Collins, they were all fine. They were at full practice. But the biggest plus was, actually Chaz Green was also on the list, which is a big deal too, guys. Don't let me forget about that. Chaz Green and his hip, full practice today. Great news. Hopefully he'll be off the list tomorrow. And Anthony Hitchens, guys, he's the one that I'm most excited about seeing back. Of course, Sean Lee and David Irving, but Sean Lee's from injury. He's been playing the whole year so far, except for last week. And then Irving, I'm excited to see him back. I'm very excited to see him back. But Anthony Hitchens, guys, he's kind of like Sean Lee Jr. in a way. He's so important to our defense. And you're just putting on. Last week we didn't have neither of these guys. If we get them both on the field, man, I'm telling you, we're going to improve a lot from where we were last week on defense. And we played very well in defense that first half, guys. Just we gave 13 points were allowed in the first half, and 10 of those 13 points were from special teams giving it away. So remember, keep that in mind. It could have been 24-3 at halftime, or even 24 or more to 3 at halftime if we didn't give away 10 points on special teams. So just think about that, guys. Don't get down on our defense. With all the injuries we had and how light and short we were at linebacker depth, at cornerback depth, we got some great production from them. It just couldn't hold the whole game when the offense could not get first downs. They got 3 and outs 3 times in a row to start the second half. Cannot win games like that. Cannot put it on the defense like that. You can put it on the defense to do what it needs to do, but that means the offense has to do what it has to do. And that's the way we win games, and we didn't do that last week in the second half. First half, we did it, and we had control, gave it away. But this week against the Packers, guys, we have to maintain control, running game, get a little bit tricky here and there. Not trick plays, but I'm just saying change it up. Don't be so predictable, but run the ball, guys. Establish that run. If you don't, they're just gonna pick us apart and do what every team has done previously. So we have to establish the run no matter what. And of course, throw in some passes in there, of course. Do what we did against the Rams the first game on offense. And if we do that, guys, against the Packers, and their defense is similar to our defense, so hopefully in practice the Cowboys can get used to this style of D. I think that we can do that. I think the Cowboys win this game because we control the clock, we control the run, and if we do this consistently throughout the game, the defense will be much more ready to attack. They'll be a lot, you want to say healthier, rested, whatever you want to say. But that's going to help. That's the way our defense plays better. That's how we play better in our front line. That translates to, to playing better in the coverage with our defensive backs, inexperienced defensive backs, and then our linebackers who hold it together both sides of things. And they're the ones that stop the run, help stop the run with Malik Collins and Stephen Paya. And they put pressure on the quarterback as well. They cover the middle zone, quick slants. That's where our Sean Lee's and Anthony Hitchens and Jalen Smiths come to life. And that's what we need from our team, guys. I think this week we're going to have our most, if not all of our defense on the field. And I think we match up well against the Packers. I know. I will say this about that. Even though I hate the way the Cowboys coaches have been for the last 8, 9, 10 years, whatever years Garrett's been there for, I've hated it. But I will say this: they know how to game plan against Green Bay. They know how to game plan for Green Bay. I will give them that. So let's hope that it translates on the field this weekend. and we get this much-needed win, guys. It could change the season. A win like this could change the season. Morale, getting pumped up for it. Really seeing, okay, the light at the end of the tunnel. So let's hope for the best that we can get this win. Let me go back to some questions, guys. I agree with Cowboys 42. They are too damn relaxed. They always seem that way, guys. They always seem that way. Cowboys abroad. Let's see here. Junior Mute says, "Don't get me started on the coaches." Yeah, I've already started and finished with the coaches. Cowboys abroad says, "We're still going to the Super Bowl. We can still easily win our division. Chemistry, and for sure. And that's the first step is winning that division." Cowboys abroad. You make a great point. I agree. We got 3/4 of the season to go. We got 12 games. No need to freak out. I'm not freaked out at all. It's just that when you see the schedule, it's not just the ability to do it. It's also, can we win all these games against these very difficult teams? Yes, to most of them, but I don't think we'll win all of them. But I think if we could pull 8 out, if we could pull 8 wins out of 12, that's 4 more losses. We got the playoffs, guys. 10-6. That wins the division this year. So Cowboys abroad says we're still going to. Yeah, you repeated. Good job. I'll let you do that. It's all good, man. I know I do that too sometimes. Joe Martinez, what do you see Hitchens doing this week? I see if Hitchens plays, and again, I don't know how bad his injury is, Joe, but I do think that Hitchens is going to provide leadership, intelligence. This guy is super smart, knowing the plays. He's like I said, he's like Smith. He's like Sean Lee Jr., Hitchens. He holds it together. With him, both those guys in there, guys, woo. I'm so excited. It helps our defense tenfold, especially when you go back last week. We had neither of those guys. And again, I'm not saying nothing. Jalen Smith is fantastic. He's young. Taco looked like crap last week. He didn't seem to give much effort, but he's still young. I know he's a project still for us. I don't even see him being comparable to, like, if you have Jalen Smith and Taco starting the same year, let's say they're both rookies kind of like they are this year, Jalen Smith should be better than Taco, and it shows. But Jalen Smith's not going to still be able to do what Hitchens can do and what Sean Lee can do. He might be able to do certain things better, but not as consistent as those two guys, and that's what I want. Consistency on my damn defense. Sorry, guys. I got to chill out for a second there. Woo. But Hitchens, and again, if Hitchens doesn't play, I'll be a little depressed about that because of the way this news is coming out. It sounds like Hitchens will play. He had a full practice today, guys. That's great news. We got to hopefully there's no setbacks, and I think he'll be out there playing. If no setbacks with Sean Lee, he'll be out there playing. I think Chido and Nolan Carroll will also be out there playing if there's no setbacks for them as well. Not that I want to see Nolan Carroll playing. But he'll be out there. He might be on the inactive, maybe. Let's hope, guys, that he'll be on the inactive list again this week. Maybe they will pull that this week. And they'll say, yeah, he's okay, but let's rest him one more week. Let's just hope for the best on that. But after this week, I do think you're going to see Hitchens really help our defense. And I'm not saying we're going to become a top 10 defense. I'm just saying we're going to back where we're going to be the last year. We were like a 14th ranked defense. When you get Hitchens back, it pulls us back up to that. And with Lee, we still got a 16th, 17th ranked defense when Lee's in there. But when we got Hitchens and Lee, we get up to that 14th rank. And guys, that's with the scrubs we had last year. And I'm sorry, I still call them scrubs. But Brandon Carr and what's his name? Maurice Claiborne. Both those guys were scrubs guys. They're not. And again, I'm sorry. I don't care how they're doing in the beginning of the year with Baltimore and with Jacksonville, whatever, or whoever they're with, Jets. We already see that Jack Crawford, linebacker for us last year, we let go, and I think he went to the Redskins. He's on IR. He's out for the year. So that's a guy, that I didn't like that much anyways last year, kind of with both Crawfords, Tyron Crawford as well. But that Jack Crawford, he's unfortunately injured, out for the year on IR. Let's see here, guys. Let me go back here. What do you? Joe Martinez says, "What do you think about switching Collins and Green around?" I mean, I like it. I do like it. I just want to know what Green can do on the outside, and will he get hurt? Chaz Green, he gets hurt. What we're gonna do? We're gonna move. I guess we move Collins back to the right tackle, and then move in and then we move in Jonathan Cooper, as a left guard. I guess we can do that. But I do think that I don't know. I'm scared with Chaz Green on the outside. Just with injury proneness. Cowboys 42. I do see Noah Brown. I think Noah Brown's getting a lot of snaps already for his rank on our receiver list. I mean, he's been active 2 straight weeks, I think, or 3 straight weeks, and he's been our 6th receiver, and he's still out there on many plays. I'd say many. I say 5 or 6 for him. That's a lot. And then he's also on special teams, so he is helping out as much as possible. He made some good catches the other day, 2 weeks ago, I think, against the Cardinals, set us up for a touchdown. I think Noah Brown is going to be about the same amount of snaps. Let me put it that way. Cowboys 42. Cowboys abroad says Anthony Brown has been burned for 6 touchdowns. His coverage has to improve. 6 touchdowns. I have to recheck that because I know the one against the Cardinals. That was Heath. It's not just on Anthony Brown that play. It was Jeff Heath who missed. He was out of position against the Cardinals. That opening drive, you can see, Jaron Brown go to the inside. He needs that help from the inside from Heath. Heath bit on the inside for the guy that was down below, and then burn him in that safety spot. Even though Anthony Brown was covering him, it was on Jeff Heath. In my opinion, if I'm wrong, let me know. I know Anthony Brown has been burned a couple of times, but I don't. If I recall most of them, I don't think it was mainly him. I don't think. It's a team situation where you have to have the safeties help cover. You have to have other cornerbacks cover their position so he is not out of his spot. But Anthony Brown did really good last year. I know he's had a little rocky start this season. I do think he'll get better. He almost had a pick. He knocked down a couple balls. I mean, he's around the ball all the time. He makes some tackles along with Jordan Lewis. Along with when Awuzie was out there with Awuzie. I mean, those guys are a young core and they're doing fantastic. And you throw out there, Skandrick to help out with some veteran leadership. I like Byron Jones still, guys. I think he's done more than people give him credit for. Byron Jones, to me, number 31, has been the guy that's saved some of these games from being even worse. He stopped some third down conversions against the Rams. He stopped a touchdown against the Broncos, even though the Broncos scored the next damn play. But still, he's done a lot of stuff that has helped. He's had some mistakes. He's not going to be perfect, but you can see the breakdowns on all these defensive corner spots, defensive backfield, safety, corners, whatever it may be. These breakdowns then cause other guys to break down too. And Jeff Heath is the main breakdown in our defense right now, in my opinion. I don't like Nolan Carroll, but he wasn't out there last week, so you can't really put anything on him. And I think Carroll's tackling was not bad, but the Denver game was like horrible. He looked disastrous. So let's see here. Chase Benavides says, was Irving at practice? Yes, he was. He was at practice, full practice. He's good to go. We're not cutting anybody because Charles Tapper broke his foot, guys. He broke his 5th metatarsal, whatever it is. He broke a bone in his foot, and he's going to be out 10 to 12 weeks. So unfortunately for him, second-year defensive end, he's gone. I think what was going to happen is this week we're going to probably see him back in the lineup in the active squad and see Taco demoted to inactive. Now things change. Taco will probably be active again, unless with Irving back, you might have to make Taco inactive, and I wouldn't have a problem with that right now. He's had 40 games to try to show something. He hasn't shown much. A little bit against the Giants, and outside of that, not really much. And last game was embarrassing for him too. I don't know. I can't see him making the active squad this week. We shall see though. Noah will play more. I do agree. Noah is not our best blocking wideout, though. No, I'm going to disagree with you, Cowboys 42. Noah Brown is very good. Don't get me wrong. I think he's better than probably Bryce Butler, and of course our 2 short slot guys, Switzer and Beasley. But Dez blocks pretty well as a big receiver. And Terrence Williams, to me, he's the best blocking wideout on our team. So I think you got T. Will, you got Dez, and then you got Noah Brown. And again, you got to look at their size and stuff. But I think T. Will is one of our best blocking receivers we have out there. Let's see here, guys. I'm just trying to run through this here. Juan says we need to run the ball in I formation with Smith. I agree with Keith Smith at fullback, number 41, converted linebacker. As you heard me talk last week, he was our emergency linebacker last weekend. But yes, I agree. We need more of the I formation, more misdirection, more halfback. Someone said it before. Like a draw, not a draw, but like a I can't remember the word, guys. I'm sorry. A delay. There it goes. A delay. We got to see a delay working where he takes a step one way, go the other way. We gotta let the defense overrun things sometimes, so we can get the holes open on their own. And the Cowboys have gone away from that. That worked last year, guys. I don't know why they went away from that. But I agree, Juan. A lot more, maybe Kevin Smith out there, Keith Smith out there. I think we need a lot more Keith Smith. And again, he didn't have great games this year so far for number 41. But I do think that again, like the running game, we got to keep banging. And I think everything will work itself out. I truly do. Junior says Noah play more. I do think he'll play. I don't know if he'll play more right now, but as time goes on, I do think he'll be getting more playing time. Number 85. I mean, I think he's baby Dez for a reason. Let's see here, guys. Now, yeah, exactly, Junior. Mostly it's Heath. the Heath breakdown is we should make a movie like the Heath breakdown. You know, that the Heath, weak link, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's Jeff Heath is why the defense collapses a lot of the times, and not having that defensive pressure hurts our coverage. I don't care if you got 10 Deion Sanders back there. It's going to be hard to do it when you got all the time in the world to throw. So maybe not 10 Deion Sanders. Let me rephrase that, but you know what I mean. What's up? How about them Cowboys? It's good to see you on here, guys. And I do agree with Joe Martinez that we do need to improve our pass blocking. It definitely has been minimal. And I know Jonathan Cooper played last week. He was getting pushed into the pocket a lot. Zach Martin got pushed by Aaron Donald, who's one of the best defensive linemen in the league. Threw him right into Dak's leg, and I thought he actually hurt his knee for a second. Luckily, he got up with no problem. But boy, Zach Martin got thrown into him. So I also got to look at the guys we've played too, guys. This week, the Packers, they got Clay Matthews. I say he's probably their best pressure guy. He's their sack leader right now with 2.5. Malik Collins has 2.5. DeMarcus Lawrence has 7.5. They have 2 less sacks than we do as a team, so they get their sacks more spread out. We need that's one of the main differences with them. They can go from anywhere. We have to make sure we block as a team this week, and I hope this offensive line can come together, guys. So Joe, you got a good point there. How about them Cowboys? Now we see who's okay. So how about them Cowboys? The roster spot's been taken care of because of Tapper. Tapper is going to go on IR. He's going to be out for at least 8 weeks, but they're saying 10 to 12. So I see him out for the rest of the year. He's not coming back, and that's the spot we got. That's it. Nobody has to be cut. Case closed. So exactly about them Cowboys, like you just said there. I say the team is only good as the coach. And Junior, unfortunately, last year, Jason Garrett got a new lease on life after last year's miracle thing, but it wasn't his coaching, I don't think, as much as it was Dak and Zeke just taking the league by storm. They got put in good positions, basic positions, to be able to dominate, and that's what they did, and they did it well last year. This year, not so much. It's a different situation, and the coaches seem to be trying to take over their coaching brains and kind of overpower the skill that's on the field to be able to take advantage of the best of Dak and the best of Zeke and the best of our offensive line. We seem to have gone away from that, and it's almost like a stubbornness from the coaching staff to want to implement their way, and that's it, or the highway. And that's not working right now, because right now we're hitting the highway, the Cowboys are, with the way we're playing out there. So I think mainly a lot of it has to do with the coaching, guys. That's my opinion on that. And you're saying, why make Taco inactive? Because we have to have 7 inactives, and our defense is completely back in one piece now. So we're going to have to find some guys. I know he's going to throw Jonathan Cooper out there, but, even with Chaz Green back, can you trust him for a full game? You might have to make Byron Bell inactive. You got to, you might, and I hate to say it, but I don't want to say Noah Brown, but I mean, who are you going to make inactive? We know Cooper Rush is going to be inactive, so we got that down. We know a running back's going to be inactive, probably McFadden. That's 2. But we still got 5 other spots, guys. And what are the injuries that we have? If we have Hitchens back, and hopefully Lee comes back, we have Awuzie, and now we have Carroll back. Do we still keep Carroll as an inactive? I would say yes. I would hope. But then we got to take something out off the front line, because we still have too many pieces there. So is it Brian Price inactive? I mean, he plays that one spot, that one technique spot, and nose tackle. And I mean, we have David Irving, so maybe you want to, then now maybe you have that option. But also, that's how I threw out Taco's name, because he's fallen down in the ranks after last week's effortless performance. And Junior, T. Will is the best on the team. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm flying through these questions, and you guys have such great stuff here. That's why I say all you guys are, thank you so much for being part of my Cowboys family. You guys are part of the family. I don't care if you're an Eagle fan or Giants fan or a Seahawk fan. You're still part of my Cowboys family. Just remember that. And thank you for all your comments and stuff, guys. And watching the ads. We appreciate it here. That helps us get new mics. Again, big thanks to Cowboys Abroad. And a big thanks for DJ. And I keep forgetting his name. But, yes, you're awesome, man. DJ JT or something like that. I'm sorry, man. I always forget your name. But thank you so much, man. Both of you guys donated a big amounts and really helped us get this microphone. We ordered a new microphone, guys, so Fiancé is going to have her own private microphone. Yay. It's going to flow a lot better from now on, guys. We appreciate all you guys, so thank you. Just wanted to say that. And hit like, hit subscribe if you're new, guys. We do this every damn day. Now, fishing with Corey Daniels. How's that going? I hope you got a lot of fish today. And Joe Martinez, I want to definitely touch on that. Wood starting this season. I do see Wood starting this season. I said this in our training camp videos, in our pre-training camp videos, that I've never liked Jeff Heath, just like I've never liked Kellen Moore. You see what happened with that. And I never liked Jason Garrett. said this not only in the beginning of the 3 months ago when we started this video. I said this my entire life when we've been seeing these guys playing as they've come out, and Jason Garrett coaching back when he started. This was the issue, no adjustments. And what's the issue now with Garrett? No adjustments. So too much clapping and rah-rah and not enough do your, you know what I mean? So we'll see, guys. Have you ever? I've been to a Cowboys game. I have been to many Cowboy games, and mainly when I was little in the 80s, guys, with my dad. Giants Stadium. Like I said, Giants. I lived in West New York, New Jersey. And up there, guys, you know, it was real football weather. I played Pee Wee up there, whatever, Pop Warner you want to call it. And they had, you know, I went to see the Cowboys once a year with my dad in Giant Stadium. It was awesome. And later on, I've seen them in Miami, seen them in Tampa, seen them in Dallas, actually, against the Giants some years ago, about 7-8 years ago. One of the last games in the old Dallas, Texas Stadium there. So, yes, I have been to a few games. But my brother and his Cardinal love, he loves the Arizona Cardinals. He's been to like 28 out of the 32 home stadiums of all, stadiums of all the teams in the NFL. So he's been to Cardinal games all across the country, guys. He's a known guy too. He loves his football like his Cardinals the way I love my Cowboys. Manuel Corona, this week is about the pass rush, exactly, and that's why we need the pass rush. We can't blitz exactly, and again, we all kind of on the same page here. We want to put pressure, but blitzing is not the answer. And I think the Deacon defense kind of type blitz works because that's still a 4-man front if you include the fourth guy as a delayed blitz. So I like that kind of Deacon defense blitzing, like a delayed blitz rush. But we still have it's basically still a 4-man rush, and I like that. I like that worked very well. To me, it worked very well against Aaron Rodgers last year. Virgil, what's up, Virgil? Nice to see you on here. I always see your comments. I love them. Lewis, Brown, Jones, Awuzie, Marquez. Really? Marquez is still in the practice squad for now, so he's out that list. So you're seeing this will be our starting team in the future. I mean, I like all these guys. Lewis, I love Brown. I love, Jordan Lewis, Brown, Anthony Brown, Byron Jones. I'm a big fan of him. Awuzie, of course, Chido. Skandrick, he scares me. He's too inconsistent. And Frazier is also too inconsistent for my liking. I like the other 4 guys better. Marquez White's still learning, so. Are you asking me fishing? What not? Steve, what's up, man? Steve Scoggins. Jason Garrett is just good for one thing. Jerry goes little puppet. Yep. And I've said that for years, even though I will give Jason Garrett his credit. He pushed for Dak to be signed. He pushed for a couple other people. So he's done some good stuff. He's helped build this team somewhat, but it's not on him. It's really Will McClay or whatever his name is. I think he's the guy that has really helped the Cowboys get these players a little bit more than Jason Garrett. And again, Garrett, don't get me wrong, though, Garrett has done some good things, but when it comes to coaching, not so much, in my opinion. Corona has been to a game for an opener. Wow. Joe Martinez says, what happened to the Dak to Beasley combination? Hey, by the way, Joe, I do want to say that. And I said that yesterday. Something that if you watch the film from these last 4 games, you will see what they did to Beasley. They take him out of the play. Trust me, I have one of my fantasy leagues, and my team name is Beasley's Hot Sauce. We're 4-0, but Beasley's not. In that league, I'm 4-0. It's a big money league. I play Beasley every week, and he gets 1 catch. The last 2 weeks, he got 1 catch for 1 yard. And what they're doing, all the defenses are what they're doing is they're starting to double down close onto the play. So any slants, any outs, they're doubling him. They're doubling Beasley. So they're taking away Dak's emergency line, basically. And, it's worked so far this season. Hopefully the Cowboys can make adjustments. Can you hear me out there, Cowboy coaches? Make some damn adjustments. DJ Crown J, there you go. I'm sorry, DJ Crown J. I am so sorry. I apologize. You are awesome. Thank you and Cowboys Abroad for your donations. And I'm going to continue to say your names, and I'm going to get them right. Trust me. I just don't see your comments as often on here, DJ, but thank you for your wonderful donation. Also, thank Cowboys Abroad for your wonderful donation as well, guys. Thank you all so much. If you want to make a donation to help us out getting better equipment and updating all our stuff, if you look down here at the bottom and also in the description, the link below this video, you'll see in the description our Patreon account. You can donate through there, and hopefully one day soon, guys, we get to 1,000. You can donate through there. When we have that donate button, hopefully one day soon, guys. And again, all that stuff is just going to help us get better cameras, more mics if needed. Right now, we're going to have 2 better backgrounds, the whole 9 yards, guys. So we appreciate it. Rotis, what's up? Rotis PM. Fishing with Corey Daniels. Actually, I did catch a lot of fish today. congrats, bro. Appreciate it, man. That's good stuff. I like that. Your name matches what you do. Cowboys 42, Jason Garrett needs to go to a military boot camp. Cowboys 42, you caught me off guard on that one. I agree 100%. I couldn't say it better than that. That he needs some toughness in his life there. Toughen him up a little bit. Joe Martinez, all these rookies can tackle. Exactly. And again, Joe Martinez, I love the fact that these guys can tackle. While, it's funny how the old guys, the guys who've been there a little longer, can't seem to damn tackle. And like Kevon Frazier misses tackles. Jeff Heath misses tackles, Anyways. Yes, I know Lenham needs to go, Rodas, but don't know if that's going to happen this year yet. And not even with Garrett, guys. I don't think anybody's leaving anytime soon because Jerry Jones loves them. So, let's see here. No Super Bowl for us, Steve. You're saying, yeah. I mean, again, I'm trying not to be so down about it, but I am being real. Right now, I do agree. No Super Bowl for us. Not the way we've been playing. Not the way we've been playing. Cowboys Abroad says Taco's being lazy on plays. Exactly. And you saw if you saw our live stream reaction stuff during the game, my fiance, boy, she couldn't stop yelling. I mean, I had to calm her down because she was yelling about Taco for like the 3 plays. He was lazy. And trust me, I felt the same way, but I know he can't hear me. And she never really got that way before. So baby, fiance, I love your passion. That's why we're on here doing this stuff. Because it's not always me either. I had to calm her down because she was so pissed about Taco not giving any effort. And I agree, trust me, but I was more concerned about calming her down than Taco's effort at that moment. It was great. Man. Yeah, man. Thank you, Cowboys Abroad. Joe Martinez, defense played mostly base defense. They did play mostly base. I didn't see that much of because Durant is our deacon linebacker, and we trust him at that. I know Jalen Smith did that in training camp, but I don't think the Cowboys trust him yet because it's a more cerebral kind of thing. You need more time at that position to really learn it at that deacon defensive spot to really learn to get the feel of which path you're going to take out of your nose tackle and your 2 defensive tackle / ends. You got to find the right hole. And again, I don't think Jalen Smith was doing that great at practice. He was basically the backup deacon linebacker, that 4th linebacker that's going to be blitzing. And we didn't do that at all against Jared Goff, which I don't know why. We did it against Carson Palmer, and it worked great. Watch that game and watch what we did with Durant. I'm assuming the reason why we didn't do it that much was because we didn't have Durant to play that role anymore. We didn't have any more linebackers. We didn't have Sean Lee. With Sean Lee in the game, you could put Durant as your 4th guy, and you're good. Now we got Hitchens back, hopefully. Hopefully Lee comes back. And, even if we get Hitchens back, and we can still use Durant as that deacon linebacker. So it's important we get at least one of those 2 guys back. Obviously, Sean Lee is the one you want. But trust me, guys, Hitchens is Sean Lee Jr., basically. So trust me, we need him. Where did I get this shirt years ago there, fishing with Corey Daniels? Yeah, Marion the Barbarian, man. I loved his passion of running. That's why I will never stop. I know his career was shorter because of it, but man, he deserved a lot more praise in Cowboy history, I think. I love Marion Barber. So let me just see here, guys, real quick. Cowboys said Bryce Butler is a good blocker as well. He is a good blocker. I just, compare. We have a lot of good receivers that are blockers. Dallas Cowboys forever champions. What's up, brother? How you doing? Wish they can replace Tyron Crawford. Same boat. I agree. I wish we could. I just hope that with Irving back, maybe Mayoa can get in there, get some pressure. I think it maybe make Tyron Crawford expendable. I know the only thing about him is his versatility. He can play defensive line as well, defensive tackle, defensive guard. He can play on the defensive line as well. Switch in there for Stephen Paya if we needed him to. So let's see here. Manuel Corona, let's just face it, safe bet. Our guys are being covered well. They have to forcing us to go to the guys that we're not used to going to all the time. Exactly. And they're forcing us to they're covering Beasley to kicking away that emergency pass. For that last guy he looks down and checks down to is Beasley usually. Now it's becoming Zeke because because Beasley's being completely taken away. So that's a very big deal. People are not really talking about that too much, but Beasley's been taken out of our offense by the defense as we've been playing. And that's a minor key. You don't really hear many people talking about that, but that really stalls our offense. We need Beasley to produce. We need Beasley to get open. And yes, Steve Scoggins, they need to replace Jeff Heath. I agree 100%. Let's see here. Junior Muth, a head coach on the hot seat. Yeah, well, we hope he is. I hope he's on the hot seat one of these days. He created a monster just like me. I know. Rhoda says, Jones, that's also Manuel. Yes. We're on the same page, man. We see it. Rhoda says, Jones and Witch to be the starting safeties. I mean, again, I wouldn't be against that. Eventually, if not sooner than later, I would love it. I just don't see the Cowboys staff doing that right now, pulling that trigger. But I think you'll see Heath starting, and as the game goes on, you might see if you see Woods back there playing safety instead of Heath, because I think they're trying to work him in slowly until one day, boom, starter. Let's see here. Taco Bell. Yeah, I know Taco. Taco needs to get a job at Taco Bell. Let's just hope he's still a project, guys. He's still a project. He's still young. Remember that. Sky High 22. What's up? I like that 22. What's up, familia? How you doing, man? And to everybody out there, I'm seeing here Corey Daniels, Junior Muth, Fish. You know, my favorite Cowboys player in history is Emmitt Smith. Well, no question. I said that, you know, Emmitt Smith, number 22, man. He's the man. But all you guys out here, guys, you know, starting off with honestly, the two guys who first donated, guys. I'm gonna give the shout outs right now. DJ Crown J, thank you, man. Thank you for your donation. Thank you to Cowboys Abroad. Thank you for your donation. And guys, thank you for what you bring to the channel as well. It's not just your donation monetarily. It's also what you guys say, what you guys chat. And that goes to all of you guys. Also to all of you that help, all of you on here that help watching the videos, the ads before the streams or during the streams or whatever it may be. If you watch them or click on them, not skip them, that's a donation for us, guys. And that helps us improve the channel as well. So thank you all for all you do to help us. Aside from the monetary stuff, for on here, guys, for your questions, your comments, your perspectives. I love mixing it up on here as far as, you know, a family-friendly, adult way. And that goes for other fans from other teams too, guys. Thank you all. We appreciate it, guys. Trust me. So we're going to wrap this thing up here, guys. It's been about an hour. Manuel Corona, Joe Martinez, Cowboys 42, Fishing with Corey Daniels, Rodas, Steve Scoggins, DJ Crown J, thank you. Cowboys Abroad, thank you. Special thank you, you guys. You know, I mean, Dallas Cowboys forever champions. How about them Cowboys? Purple Gaming. Man, so many of you guys. Junior Muth. Sky High 22. I mean, all you guys, man. All of you guys. Space Cowboy. Eagle Fan. Chase. Stronger King Log. These are other teams that I'm calling out right now. Thank you all for joining us. Cody Johnson, what's up? 3459 King. What's up? I'm Wolf Rider. Ice. H2O. I mean, so many of you guys on here, guys, I can't even go through everyone. Juan, Rubla Cava. Man, I mean, so many people on here. Thank you all. Zero God Loading. Again, guys, thank you all for joining me tonight. Assad Lalani. I mean, I must have named 30 people, guys. Thank you. I wish we'd have 30 likes, but it's all good. I understand you all got lives, things to do, and, you know, all good, guys. Hit like. I'll give you that last reminder now. Steve Scroggins. I hope I got it right. Steve Scroggins, DCFL. Dallas Cowboys for life. But all you guys, man, thank you all for joining my Cowboys family. Thank you all even more for watching this stream. Hit like, thumbs up if you have not already. If you're new and you like what you're seeing, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. And I don't think I've said this, but hit that notification bell, guys. It's an important part of our streaming because we do a lot of live streams. So it's important to hit that too. And, you know, we appreciate everything you guys do for us out there. You know, DJ Crown J and Cowboys Abroad, thank you for your huge donations. It's more than we even thought you would give. And again, we're getting that mic is on the way, guys. We already ordered it. Thank you guys so much, and thank you all for the ads, for watching. Thank you all for providing content here by talking and discussing stuff with us. And you know, we're gonna do our best to keep you guys daily updates on here with the Cowboys. I mean, I don't think we've fell yet. I think maybe one day we've fallen a little short, but been on here for almost an hour and 15 minutes, guys. I'm tired. Got to put the child to bed. It's bedtime. And it's been fun, guys. I appreciate all you guys. Do everything I've already said, guys. Thank you to DJ Crown J. Thank you to Cowboys Abroad for the donations. Thank you to all you guys for everything you do, watching the videos, hitting like, subscribing, all that stuff, guys. And remember these two words. Go Cowboys! Woo! You gotta love it, baby. Love them Cowboys. Win or lose or draw, guys. Ugly or pretty, it doesn't matter. Love them Cowboys. And guys, take care. Good night. Be safe. We'll see you tomorrow right back here. Keep you updated. I didn't even talk about Zeke. Nothing new, obviously. So we'll go tomorrow. Breaking news, you'll hear it from me. Trust me on that whole Zeke appeal thing. All right, guys? Good night. Take care. Much love. And go Cowboys.